I've tested the 13-inch M5 iPad Pro next to the 11-inch M4 for the past 3 weeks, and I forced myself to return one of them. But honestly, this didn't feel like a victory, it feels like a compromise, and let me show you why. On paper, the choice seems simple. Buy the 13-inch for real work and the 11-inch for consumption. But in practice, I found myself constantly switching between both for the wrong reasons. Each size has its own unique benefits, and they serve two entirely different purposes. This is one place in Apple's lineup where I think you get a completely different user experience based on what size device you pick. The 11-inch is a much better tablet. It's more portable, which makes handheld use easier, but it sort of pretends to be a laptop. I've long used the 11-inch for productivity, but the side-by-side apps started to feel a little bit cramped, and typing kept me feeling uptight instead of relaxed while working. The 13-inch is the obvious choice for productivity then, right? Well, the moment I picked up the 13-inch to work on the couch, it felt a little ridiculous, like I should have just grabbed my laptop instead. I was productive but uncomfortable on one, and comfortable but a little bit limited on the other. Ultimately, the 13-inch is a productivity powerhouse that demands a desk, while the 11-inch is the best tablet that struggles to be a laptop. You have to decide, do you want a computer that can be a tablet, or do you want a tablet that can pretend to be a computer? But there's more to this decision than just how you plan to use it. The physical size difference creates experiences you don't fully appreciate until you live with both. When you see them side by side in the Apple Store, the size difference seems obvious but manageable. Sure, one's bigger, but they're both iPads, right? Wrong. Living with them made it clear to me that the 11-inch feels like a completely different product category. The 11-inch feels almost miniature compared to the 13, sometimes in a good way, but sometimes a little bit like a toy. When I'm reading in bed or sketching ideas, it's perfect. But the moment I open the Magic Keyboard, that smaller size starts to feel limiting. The typing experience on the 13-inch is dramatically better. The keys have more space between them, my hands and legs don't feel cramped, and the trackpad, it's definitely a game changer. On the 11-inch, I constantly run out of space mid-gesture, find myself lifting and having to reposition my fingers while I'm using the trackpad or scrolling a longer document. But here's what surprised me the most. The 11-inch doesn't feel too big, it feels right-sized, just for a laptop. The 11-inch, despite being a fantastic tablet, makes too many compromises when you try to work on it seriously. If you're buying an iPad primarily to use with the Magic Keyboard, then the size difference isn't just noticeable, it's essential. But you might ultimately end up using it in a way that Apple didn't intend, and let me tell you about my most unexpected use case. I never thought I'd say this, but the 13-inch iPad Pro had become one of my main gaming devices, and not just for mobile games or Apple Arcade. For me, that's old school RuneScape, and I was playing it every single night on the 13-inch iPad. And yes, this is probably the most expensive way that you could possibly play old school RuneScape, but hear me out, the experience is actually incredible. Because of the larger screen, it makes the interface actually readable without having to zoom in, and trackpad support plus the touch interface of the iPad makes it a unique experience that is a little bit better than the desktop for me in my experience. Then of course the battery lasts for hours and hours of grinding, and you have things like slide over view to have your messages come in and out of the screen as you need them. It's a really great experience for gaming that I haven't found anywhere else. I found myself reaching for the 13-inch more and more because of this. The 11-inch works, but everything feels a little bit cramped and the UI elements are smaller, as is the trackpad. It's functional, but not really as comfortable on the couch. And this might sound a little bit ridiculous, but this gaming use case taught me something important. The 13-inch iPad Pro excels when you're doing one thing for an extended period, be that video editing or writing or gaming. The bigger canvas makes the experience feel premium rather than compromised. The 11-inch is great for variety and quick tasks, but the 13-inch is for depth. Now, all of this raises the question I've been wrestling with for years is, can an iPad actually replace your laptop? And I thought I wanted the iPad to replace my MacBook. I've tried it many times. I've tried to convince myself that it was almost there, but after living with both of these iPad Pros, I realized something. I was actually asking the wrong question. Technically, the answer is yes, the iPad could replace my laptop. The M5 chip is powerful enough. iPad OS has actually come a really long way. I can edit videos, manage files, write scripts, and run my entire productivity workflow. But here's what I finally admitted to myself. I don't actually want the iPad to replace my laptop. There are still a little bit too many compromises. The battery life isn't quite there for a full day of heavy use, and while file management has improved, it still feels like iPad OS is fighting itself at times. The lack of ports also means that I'm reaching for dongles when I need external device support. On top of that, Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro went subscription only on the iPad, and I'm not super interested into switching to DaVinci Resolve, which is a whole new learning curve. More importantly, I already have a Mac, and the more I tried to make the iPad behave like a Mac, the more I lost what makes the iPad special. Here's what I finally realized. There's something unique about the iPad interface that I don't want to lose, and that's the touch-first interaction, the simplified focus, and the tablet experience. Years ago, I thought I wanted the iPad to become a Mac, and I was wrong. I like that it's different. I like that it occupies a unique space in my workflow, and the iPad doesn't need to replace my laptop. For me, it needs to complement it. Which brings us to the decision I've been avoiding this entire video. Which one did I actually keep? Now, let's talk about money first, because regardless of which size you choose, these things are not cheap. The 11-inch M4 iPad Pro plus the pencil plus the Magic Keyboard cost me $1,273 1 year ago, and the 13-inch with the Magic Keyboard costs $1,648. That price gap is definitely not insignificant, especially in today's economy. But the question isn't whether the 13-inch is better. It objectively is for productivity. The question is that price jump worth it for you? For me, I had to look at how I was actually using the device and not how I thought I was using the device over these past 3 weeks. The 13-inch kind of lived on my desk and started to replace my MacBook for writing sessions and old school RuneScape. But when I wanted to check email in bed, read articles on the couch, or sketch ideas around the house with the Apple Pencil, I reached for the 11-inch every time. And because of that, I kept the 11-inch M4 iPad Pro, not because it's better, I really don't think it is, but because for my actual usage, the portability and versatility matter more than the slight productivity gains on the 13-inch. The 13-inch is an incredible machine, but it demanded that I change my workflow to kind of accommodate it, where I think the 11-inch actually adapts with me. Your answer might be different. If you work at a desk most of the time, if you're coming from a laptop and you want a hybrid device, if you do serious creative work, then the 13-inch might be worth every penny of that price premium. But if you want a true tablet that can occasionally be a computer, the 11-inch is still the sweet spot. As always, thanks for watching. Get subscribed for more Apple tech videos and productivity tips. And let me know in the comments down below which iPad you are using. And I will see you in the next one. Later.